Welcome to the Patriot Hour for Saturday morning, September 21st, 2019. Stick with us. We got some breaking news, articles to go over, things to talk about. Somebody stole my mouse for the projector. I can't even turn it on. We're going to get to the bottom of it. Stick with us here at the Patriot Hour. Good morning. Good morning, Patriots, for your good morning, your red pill session. All right. Welcome back to the Patriot Hour. Again, I'm Michael, your host. If you're new to the channel, thanks for stopping by this Saturday morning. Nobody really stole. Well, it was one of my kids, right? So yeah, they did steal. Took without asking. No, I gave them permission. So I don't have access to the famous projector flag flying or whatnot. Typically the flag. No big deal. We'll get through it. All right, folks, we got some interesting articles here to go over. We're going to jump right into it. If you're new to the channel, make sure you are subscribed, ring the bell, toggle the switch, and engage in some of the comments down below. Always think for yourself here at the Patriot Hour. We always promote that. We are a no script show here. We bring it to you how we see it, all right? And we try to follow along. You're going to connect your own dots as we go along. We read lots of articles to things that are pertaining to what's going on and trying to follow along. All right, openly gay director claims he had sex with up to 20,000 men. Says number is not unusual in Hollywood. Just business as usual, I guess. Not very unusual at all. That's strikingly sick. All right. We're not even going to read that article. You guys can come over here. This is a place that gives you, I wouldn't say everything's 100%. It's always got a little bit. I mean, we read this, did black people own slaves? There's lots of facts in there you can go look up yourself. It's just, not a mainstream talking point there. Pod people, houses are so unaffordable. Young people are now living in sewer pipes. Is California about to get hit by a hurricane for the very first time in history? So we know what it typically takes to make a hurricane. Waters need to be kind of warm. Above, at least around 80 degrees or higher. California normally sits at below around 75 is the warmest they get. It stays pretty cool over there. Not now, according to this article. So the projected track team of the storm will take it very close to Southern California. But that does not necessarily mean it'll make landfall, so many things could still happen. As we have seen in the recent weeks, forecasting the behavior of hurricanes is not an exact science. So tropical cyclones usually require very warm water to depth. Generally above 26.5 Celsius, 80 degrees Fahrenheit, extending to a depth of 50 meters, 160 feet. However, the waters off California are cold even in the summer. They rarely rise above 24 degrees Celsius or 75 degrees Fahrenheit. In near shore Southern California, and usually between 17 Celsius or 63 degrees Fahrenheit, along most of the rest of the coast and outer coastal waters. Although El Nino events may warm the water somewhat, this is due primarily to extensive upwelling of colder subsurface waters caused by prevailing northwesterly winds acting through the Ekman effect. All right, the winds drive surface waters right up of the wind flow that is offshore, which draws waters up from below to replace it. The upwelling further cools the already cool California current, which runs north to south along the coastal California and even much much of the coastal of Baja California. But right now, a strange anomaly has caused water temperature in the region to heat up dramatically. The following comes from an article that I published earlier this month. It has been called the Pacific Marine Heat Wave of 2019, and officials are warning that it could have very frightening implications if it doesn't dissipate soon. Right now, there is a vast expanse of water stretching from northern Alaska all the way to northern Cali, where the water temperatures have rapidly risen to very dangerous levels. In fact, some spots of the water temperature is already as much as 6 degrees Fahrenheit above normal. And there is a tremendous amount of concern about what will happen if the water continues to become even warmer. At this point, already so bad that we're being warned that this strange anomaly could ravage marine life and decimate commercial fishing. And now they're talking about hurricane. All right, so tropical storms. We got Lorena and Mario. They're both tracking right along on the Mexican coast towards California. And we also know that the water temperatures along California coast are much, much higher than normal right now, thus creating exceedingly favorable conditions for storms such as Lorena and Mario. Inspector General FBI paid cash to agent for sex. Your tax money hard at work. This comes from the True Pundit. And that's pretty disturbing. Inspector General FBI boss paid cash to an agent for sex. Your tax money hard at work. More business as usual. A new low for the embattled FBI. This time where a special agent in charge was not only busted for having sex with an agent he supervised, but also rewarded the employee with cash payout. Sheesh. The FBI boss manipulated the FBI's reward program, which provides cash payouts for a job well done. According to a report from the Justice Department Inspector General, cash we paid to the agent he was having sex with, according to the report. Tax money in exchange for sex. That's not so abnormal. In this facet, it is shameful. Well, tax money for exchange for sex. You see it all over the country where I think Michigan just passed a law where their actual police and undercover people couldn't have sex anymore with prostitutes. Well, who was paying for the cop to give money to a prostitute? That was taxpayer. So this isn't that abnormal if you follow along to the different states and the different things they're doing. It's unbelievable. Now we have it here. And this is actually just, FBI guy to FBI guy. So this is definitely a scheme here. So per the IG's findings, all right, investigative summary. Findings of misconduct by a FBI special agent in charge for failing to report an intimate relationship with a subordinate and for taking actions that lacked impartiality, demonstrated favoritism toward the subordinate, and contributed to the decline in staff morale. The Department of Justice, DOJ, Office of Inspector General, OIG, initiated an investigation of Federal Bureau of Investigation FBI Special Agent in Charge, SAC, now retired, based on the allegation that the SAC committed misconduct by engaging in an intimate relationship with the subordinate and taking various actions that lacked impartiality and favored the subordinate. The SAC admitted to the OIG to having engaged in an intimate relationship with the subordinate when the SAC was supervising the subordinate. However, the SAC denied that any actions involving the subordinate lacked impartiality or demonstrated favoritism, other than these bonuses. The OIG found that the SAC committed misconduct because the SAC failed to report the relationship to the appropriate personnel as required to by FBI policy. The OIG also found that several of the SAC's actions involving the subordinate, including participating in the rewards process resulting in the subordinate receiving a performance award, lacked impartiality and demonstrated favoritism, and created an appearance of bias towards the subordinate, which we further found that the SAC's relationship with the subordinate was a contributing factor in the decline in the morale among the rest of the staff, I would imagine. The SAC retired during the course of the OIG investigation. Of course he did. The OIG has completed its investigation and its report to the FBI. Awesome here. Awesome here. We're going to go ahead and just post that right on over to the Patriot Hours Twitter. So follow us over there if you are not. It's a great time. We follow along with many of things, many of different, well, all of our videos and everything kind of get posted over there for now as we can. All right, go back here to the main page. Yeah, so that was a great little article. Leave your comments down below. Pentagon border wall going up about 1 mile per day. So don't believe the fake news. Jeffrey Epstein built vast fortune through money laundering, spying, and arms deals. Of course he did. We know that. Trump whistleblower drama puts Biden in the hot seat over Ukraine. Something else I wanted to hit on here. So we know that Biden was caught on tape talking to the media. We know Obama was caught on tape talking to Putin. Remember that time he's like, or not to Putin directly, but to his top aide, saying, let Putin know that once this election's over, I'll have more feng shui. I'll be able to move around a little bit freer. We'll have more room to, negotiate. Whatever it was said. Media didn't care. It was a little hot mic. They got Biden hot mic. I told them we're going to hold this money back. So there's a vice president threatening a country to fire their attorney general that's looking into his son. Now he can claim that he didn't know. What a coinkydink. So right now the media is hitting up Trump for having this conversation from this whistle. This might be a setup, folks. It's bringing a lot of light on everything they're screaming that Trump might have done. We already know Biden did do, and he was vice president at the time. Threatened to hold taxpayers' dollars back for shutting down an investigation to which led to his son. What a coinkydink. There was a reason to do it. He did it. He even said that they said, well, you're not the president. He said, call over there. I guarantee he'll tell you the same thing. They shut down. They fired that guy. Investigation got shut down. They found nothing. That's what they keep. But now they're worried about Trump. Did Trump do it? It seems to be shedding a lot of light on Biden. The paperwork will come out what this guy said, his exact, if there was a phone call, there's going to be a exact transcript of what this guy is claiming and possibly of the conversation. So let's wait for some facts on that, but we'll follow along like we always do here at the Patriot Hour. We're going to go ahead and shut this one down. We'll keep it short and sweet, folks. Again, get over here to this Trump whistleblower drama puts Biden right in the hot seat. We know this story. I've covered it. Biden's son, the one story led to another. Moreover, here's why Trump and Giuliani are going to dig their heels in. Last year, Biden openly bragged about threatening to hurl Ukraine into bankruptcy as vice president if they didn't fire their top prosecutor, Victor Shock, and I said attorney general, who was leading a wide-range corruption investigation into the natural gas firm whose board Hunter Biden sat on. In his own words in the video, cameras rolling, Biden described how he threatened the Ukraine president. and would pull $1 billion in U.S. million loan guarantees, sending the former Soviet Republic toward insolvency if he didn't immediately fire prosecutor general. I said Attorney General. It's Prosecutor General Viktor Shokin. So that's interesting. And here's this. See if this video's on here. I don't think it is. It'd be cool if they did. All right. So, well, anyway. We'll go ahead and shut this one down. I'll leave a couple of links down below for you guys. Again, leave some comments down below. Some of the greatest patriots ever right here are part of the Patriot Hour. Leaving comments, telling you what they think, or great facts that you can dig into, other videos, different articles. And it's really led to just great conversation and topics of videos, folks. I mean, some of that leads me to looking into something, and then after I get so much put together, I'm going to come out with a little something. So we appreciate it. And all the links are down below if you need to get a hold of us for the email, website, and the donation links. We appreciate that as well. Again, we're going to wrap this one up. We'll see you back here on the next Patriot Hour update video coming real soon. Here at the Patriot Hour. We'll catch you on the next one. Make sure you are subscribed. God bless and Godspeed to each and every one of you. We'll see you back here later on this afternoon.